Imagine waking up and realizing that $10,000 worth of reservations have been canceled.
We have breaking news involving one of the largest cash heists in U.S. history.
No evidence, no proof, no warning from Airbnb, just gone. I'm Mercedes with MBX Homes, and I am going to share a horrible story of what happened to me and my clients, all because of a little neighbor complaint. So let's rewind a little bit and talk about how we even got here in the first place. Let's talk about the booking. It was about $2,500 booking for a 3-night stay. The person who booked it was the mom, and she did tell us that she was going to have a little get together because her son was going to college and this was going to be a college send-off party. She did say in the house it was going to be immediate guests, or excuse me, immediate family, but she was going to have extra guests come over on Saturday night. And this Saturday night is what led us to a nightmare situation. So the Saturday night rolls around, and let's just say the guests definitely had a little rager, guys. They definitely had a party. We know it happened, but our neighbors were not thrilled with us. And of course, that one neighbor, not only did she call the police on us, but she also called Airbnb support.
We're all tired of this. You're on this road again, and the cops will be here. They've always been here. They don't care.
The kicker is, we didn't find out about this until 3 days later. So when somebody calls Airbnb support and complains that there is a party happening at your house, Airbnb actually switches the script and they go to the host. They say, why are you allowing this? What happened? Instead of taking action with the guests who brought the party to the home.
How about them?
They started it.
Long story short, so they decided to deactivate our listing for the next 30 days and cancel every single reservation within those 30 days without notice. Not only was there not notice to us as the host, there was also no notice to the guests that had booked who are coming next weekend, tomorrow, in 2 weeks to our home on vacation. Within the 30 days, we had 5 confirmed Airbnb reservations. Within those 5 reservations, it totaled up to about $9,000 in net revenue. So as Airbnb decided to deactivate our entire listing on the platform, which by the way, again, had 60 5-star reviews. The guests who were already booked within those 30 days started reaching out to me on Airbnb on a reservation that literally said canceled, $0 payout. Probably have kids, are probably coming here for summer vacation. We're like actually freaking out, and they were like, what happened? Why did you cancel us with no notice? Again, Airbnb did not even notify the upcoming guests why their reservation is now canceled and why they have to find new accommodations. So me, as the good co-host I am, I'm always keeping in mind that my clients come first.
Duh.
And since we have a direct booking website, I was able to convert all of these reservations directly to us. Now, we all know that you're really not supposed to solicit your direct booking website on the Airbnb platform, like you're gonna get blocked, waived, the whole thing. But it got a little personal at this point because these guests still had my information from their reservation somehow. And again, I don't really know how it works on the guest side because I can't see that side, but I started getting calls immediately.
It's fine, I found a loophole.
And this is when I was like, you know what? This crazy situation just happened and I would love to still host you and your family. Please book directly on MBX Homes. And these guests were so understanding. They were actually like in shock that Airbnb handled the situation in the way they did. Now here's the kicker. As I'm redirecting all these guests to my direct booking website, I'm actually encouraging them and letting them know that they're gonna save quite a bit of money by going direct. They're not having to pay the Airbnb fees and all these other crazy fees that Airbnb does tack on. So at the end of the day, it was weirdly a win-win situation for all parties involved, except the neighbor that complained. And here's a little disclaimer, by the way. I did go to the neighbors' homes and I did knock on their doors and I did apologize and beg for mercy and just let them know that, hey, these are not the type of parties we want at the home. This is not who we're advertising to. It was definitely a lemon guest. We're so sorry about this. Most neighbors were very appreciative of the gesture and were like, okay, like, thank you so much for coming. Like, we get it. But this one neighbor, guys, and I know she's a neighbor that called, this one neighbor actually hung up on me. She was very upset with me. She actually said that I was causing cancer to her family. Like, it was like the most bizarre conversation I've ever had in my life. If you are hosting guests, you may have 11 guests, and this is just what comes with doing business within this space. As much as you try to avoid it, sometimes things just happen. And that's okay, and that's why you have to be proactive, you have to have backups, and it's also why you really can't just rely on Airbnb for all of your bookings. I am very much encouraging all hosts, all co-hosts, all management companies out there to have some sort of direct booking platform. All of the property management softwares out there, like Lodgify, who we use, all have some sort of integration with a direct booking website. Let's give a shout out to Mark Simpson. He is the king of booking direct. His book is up there with my Kim Kardashian selfie book, very important spot on my bookshelf. Mark is so right. You cannot rely on Airbnb, especially in situations like these. And the cherry on top is that these guests were able to rebook at a lower price point because we were able to cut out all of the OTA fees. So yes, the guests paid less amount of money, but we still received the same amount as our payout because they're booking direct. Just can't rely on one OTA like Airbnb, like Vrbo, like Booking, because if one day those platforms go dark or something happens, your whole business is literally going down the toilet. I am so thankful that I have such a great direct booking website with Lodgify. It was honestly the easiest thing to integrate. It was the easiest thing to build, and it looks pretty dang good. At the end of the day, Airbnb lost a ton of money. They lost the $10,000, whatever payout they were gonna get from that. They lost future business because my listing was deactivated for 30 days, and they lost these customers. So please make sure that you get your direct booking website set up and it's ready to go. And if you don't know where to start in getting your direct booking website, make sure you contact your PMS. We use Lodgify, and it was so easy to integrate this. It was so easy to set up. And I know there are so many great PMSs out there that could do the same for you. I do have an amazing Lodgify code. It is linked in this video. If you found this video helpful, which I really do hope you did find this video helpful, please make sure you like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. I also know I've been pretty quiet on YouTube lately, and that is because we are ramping up our busy season. It is summertime in Los Angeles, and our motel just opened its doors. But I promise you guys, we're bringing you more knowledge, more tips to successfully run your Airbnb and real estate businesses.